Good morning, Titans. I'm Kate Marshall.
And I'm Avery Wise. Welcome to the intro edition of Titan Television.
On this episode, we'll highlight the largest growing class here at West,
Give you some insight on next year's new football coach.
and give a group of tech-savvy students the spotlight.
But first, let's quiz some Titans to see if they can conquer the new daily Wordle.
Wordle has been added to many students' and teachers' daily schedules. This is a game in which players attempt to guess the daily 5-letter word. Players have 6 attempts to guess, and as they make their attempts, letters are revealed. If a letter is gray, it is not in the word. If a letter is yellow, it is in the word but not in the right place. Finally, if the letter is green, it is in the word and in the right place. Senior Tyler Batliner and Junior Tucker Selby take their shot at the word of the day.
You got it? No way.
Now, yearbook teacher Ashlyn Owensby and business teacher Scott Miller have their chance at the word. With photographer Mason Jones, this is Carly Pipes reporting for Titan Television.
Many different classes and activities are offered here at West, but one class in particular has tripled over the last few years. Tavon Sims has the story.
The choir department at Lee Summit West is known as being one of the best in the state. With 3 teachers and 6 different choirs, the program is growing, but none of them have seen the growth that the men's tenor bass has seen this year.
I don't think there is really a system to control a class of 93, guys. It's the only class in the school that has this many boys during the school day, and you can't control. You just have to manage the expectations. We want that awe to just...
I think that with 90 people, as you mentioned earlier, it brings obviously a lot of energy and excitement, but it also brings different challenges.
The increasing number of the students could be a result of the pandemic and 2 years without in-person music.
This class of tenor bass choir is by far coming in reading faster than our classes have in the past, and I don't know if that's due to COVID and them having to be more independent online with like Sight Reading Factory and different things we had to use during COVID. It's a good group of kids who want to succeed and are having fun together. I think right now we're kind of building back some of the traditions that we had pre-COVID. So reestablishing kind of what our choir program looks like.
The teachers look forward to what the future holds for Lee Summit West Choir.
And so, yeah, in the future, I'm excited because I think we're going to get back to a lot of things that we used to have or that sound we used to create.
It's always exciting, especially whenever I'm standing in front of that many students. We're pretty blessed here, at least on the West.
With photographers Will Carter and Damon Yearout, this is Tavion Sims reporting for Titan TV.
Now to Kaylin to introduce our next story.
A debate has taken the internet by storm this past month, so we asked the debate team to take a crack at the question.
Hey Titans, welcome to this segment of Titan TV where we have our seniors on the debate team debate over useless questions.
Alright, so basically we think that there are more wheels in the world. I mean, just look at this room, for example. There's 2 doors, whereas there are 5 wheels on this chair, 5 wheels on this chair. like just think of this logically. If you have a school, wheels, really the definition is anything that can rotate on an axis. So like even Lego cars, Lego produces more than 200 million wheels every single year for their toy cars. No, I did not. That is 100.
Every door, there is also 2 doorknobs on each, and when we look at engines or other machines like the phone over there, there are gears inside of each of them, and gears are wheels.
Okay, so the argument here is that we see here that any barrier that we're able to open considers itself to be a door. And if you look at the amount of condo complexes in the world and houses in millionaires of a state, there's at least 8 doors per houses. And also, the notion that there's more wheels based on car is very United States centric. If you look worldwide with other nations who don't have a lot of cars, engineers, and that type of car culture, rotate 360. I will accept that is 360 a wheel. I need to down for you. Don't sit down. I'm not sitting through.
Now let's hand it off to Sebastian for the Titan Sports Update.
Hello and welcome to the new Titan Sport Update. Spring sports are in full swing now and getting near the playoffs, so we'll be recapping some of what's going on and what's coming up. There will be more to come on next week's edition of Titan TV as well. To begin, the boys golf team has been strong behind junior Josh Lumby. The boys finished 5th at Jeff City, recently placed 1st at Creekmore in a quad match. Lumby helped by tying another school record, shooting a 151 at the quad. The boys will have their next big day May 2nd for the conference championship. Up next, the boys tennis team led by junior Arnav Ganavram continues to mow along this season. The team has been a busy week playing in a match every day. It'll be a tough stretch for the boys as they prepare to end the regular season coming up in about a week. Like tennis, the boys and girls track teams have been competing a lot recently and are preparing themselves for the conference championship coming up next week. One of the standouts for the boys recently has been freshman long-distance runner Jack Williams, who made headlines posting a 4:28 mile as one of the fastest freshman times in Missouri history. Along with Williams, a more experienced athlete has been making headlines with hurdler and sprinter Brian Haney breaking records.
Senior Brian Haney has been a member of the varsity track team since his freshman year.
Determination and his grit stand out to me. If there's someone in front of him on the track, he's going to go get him.
Being on varsity straight out of middle school as a freshman, it helped me really get in that environment and understand where I needed to be mentally and physically to be successful.
He knows the values of working and getting results from that and just never giving up.
Brian Haney has recently committed to continue his track career in college.
But across the state, guys are watching him and what he does at track meets, how he performs.
Haney recently set a new school record in the 300 hurdles with a time of 38.01 seconds.
He's going to really excel at the next level at Wichita State. He's got that kind of talent. He's a track dude.
Expectations I have for myself going down there, just to work hard and keep the same momentum that I have here. The advice given to me was just to keep working no matter what it was, no matter what sport it was. Football, track, because I didn't know what I'd be left with.
With photographer Brooklyn Green, this is Sydney Hammett reporting for Titan Television.
The girls team has also had a lot to talk about recently, with junior long jumper Aubrey Cole taking first place in her meet last week. Another big headline from the girls was the recent invitation to the Nike National Meet, which will be held in Oregon later in May. Including is the nationally ranked 4x4 with seniors Olivia Tolbert, Michaela Clark, and Whitney Farrington, and junior Micah Scott. Both the boys and girls will compete later today at the Rockhurst Invite. Finally, the baseball team has been going strong, and we'll pass it to Will Lavoie to give us an update on the team.
The boys have been doing great this year, winning most of their games, and they've only been getting stronger with sophomore Drew Dickerson and senior Brock Coble, both returning from injury recently. While many may focus on the current top players of the team, many of the varsity players today started on the C team, and some of the coaches helping guide those players have recently swapped.
The Titan baseball team has a history of success, and part of having a successful team is hiring experienced coaches.
I started playing baseball when I was about 4 years old, and I played all the way through high school and 2 years in college, just finished up this past year.
Spurk has over 25 years of coaching experience.
I was the youngest of 4 boys. My dad coached all of us all the way up through and into high school.
As freshman coaches, they know their job is to prepare players for the next level.
I would assume that everybody, all 13 guys on the team, their overall goal would be to play varsity baseball. And so my job is to get them prepared to do that. And so that's what I would expect.
It's all about making it to the varsity level with the freshman guys. So kind of instilling that foundation when it comes to the Titan baseball realm.
Both coaches wanted to be a part of a successful coaching staff.
I know how hard Coach Meyer works. I see the improvements. I mean, the field is beautiful, all maintained by the team and coach. The scoreboard's unbelievable. The new clubhouse, all those things that have been fundraised for.
Coach Spurk and Coach Bunker have set high expectations to produce a great team.
Understanding the basics when it comes to what Coach Meyer expects when you get into here. My job is to make sure they feel comfortable whenever they step foot into this dugout.
With photographer Zach Mall, this is Will Avoy reporting for Titan TV.
After their game against Ray Peck yesterday, the team will be looking to test their luck going toe-to-toe with the #1 team in the state at Liberty. They'll have their next home game May 2nd against Park Hill, so make sure to show your support. While much of the focus in our sports world is on spring sports, there has also been some off-season moves from other teams around the school, such as the football team's hiring of a new head coach.
Coach Vinny Careswell is retiring after 18 years of coaching and teaching at West. He's had an outstanding 42-24 record during his 6 seasons as head coach, but his impact wasn't only on the field.
You know, there's hundreds of instances like that where I can, keep in contact with a kid, and it's really fun to watch them grow.
He's had some legendary moments in his career.
So we were on national TV on ESPN versus Staley, and we pitched a shutout that game. I was a defensive coordinator, and just to come into a situation where you've got 2 big powerhouse teams, and to shut them out in a game on ESPN was probably my favorite memory as a Titan football coach. I'm going to miss the crowd. I'm going to miss the kids. I'm going to miss the friendships with the coaches, and overall I'm going to miss Friday nights the most.
Blue Springs South coach Willie Horn will be taking over as the new head coach for the Titans, and he's bringing a new brand of football with him.
Very physical, in your face. I mean, that's the way that I played. That's the way that I coach. I'm very energetic. I'm very passionate about what I do.
But football isn't Coach Horn's only goal during the season.
Are we growing as a program, and are we growing as a school? Because I don't think that my job is just to impact our program football-wise. It's to impact the entire school, and that's my overall goal.
I think Coach Horn coming in is going to do a really good job. I'm really excited that he's taken over the Titan football program. I think he's going to be great for West.
Careswell isn't leaving Titan football completely. Next year, he will be a linebackers coach for the Titans. This will give him more time to focus on his family. His son Cam is currently playing baseball for the University of Missouri.
I'm looking forward to being able to go watch him play. And I'm also looking forward to sitting back and watching Boston Careswell, who will be a senior next year. So those 2 things are I think, the most important to me. And then I'm not going to worry anymore. I'm going to relax for a little bit and just focus on those 2 and my wife.
With photographers Aiden Lynn and Byron Vigil, this is Killian Wright reporting for Titan Sports Update.
That's going to be all for this Titan Sport Update, but make sure to tune in next week for more on the other teams around the school. Also, make sure to follow LSW Sports Update on Twitter if you haven't already for updated information on all your favorite sports teams.
With the school year winding down, students have a lot more time on their hands.
We've put together a list of upcoming shows and movies to keep an eye out for.
Hello Titans, today we will be going over our top 3 picks for movies coming out this April. Our first pick is Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore. This is the latest installment in the Wizarding World universe and the 3rd Fantastic Beasts movie. Professor Albus Dumbledore is acquainted with dark wizard Geralt Grindelwald as they move to seize control of the Wizarding World. Unable to stop Grindelwald alone, he entrusts magic zoologist Newt Scamander to lead a ragtag team of wizards, witches, and one brave muggle baker on a dangerous journey, where they encounter old and new beasts and clash with Grindelwald's expanding legion of followers. But with the stakes building, how long can Dumbledore watch from afar? This exciting magical adventure came out only in theaters on April 15th. Our next movie on the list is a new animated film by DreamWorks, The Bad Guys, a screenplay based on a children's book series by the same name. The Bad Guys follows a notorious gang of criminals. Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Shark, and Miss Tarantula are finally caught. To avoid a prison sentence, animal outlaws must pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens.
We're gonna go good. Did you get hit on the head?
Under the guidance of their mentor, Professor Marmalade, the gang sets out to fool the world that they are turning good. The Bad Guys was released on April 22nd, and it will also be released on Netflix on October 6th, 2022. Our final upcoming movie is the highly anticipated new Marvel movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We follow Doctor Strange, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, along with Scarlet Witch Wanda, played by Elizabeth Olsen. The two try to combat a new threat caused by Doctor Strange casting a forbidden spell, bringing on the threat of the multiverse and the madness with it. You can watch Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness starting on May 6th in theaters. It is scheduled to be released on Disney+, Hulu, and Amazon Prime as well. With Case Palmer, this is Justin Spires reporting for Titan Television.
This club at West has grown immensely over the last 4 years. Here's Sydney to introduce the story.
Some of our intro students decided to shine a light on a new club here at West. Let's check in and see what they found.
Girls Who Code is a small club that empowers young women in the technology field.
And Girls Who Code is on a mission to change what the culture is in technology, what a person in technology looks like. And it's super important that we have a diverse technology workforce, because if you're creating technology but it's only being created by just a segment of the population, that technology is not going to be for everybody.
Freshman Azriel Holden decided to join Girls Who Code with the help of a friend and is excited going forward.
And I feel like I've really expanded my choices with joining the club, because now I have opportunities that I didn't have before. And that's kind of just what joining extracurriculars is all about during high school. You find out what you want to do and how you want to do it.
Along with academic opportunities, Holden also gained social opportunities.
And I joined, and I knew all the people there already, and they were all super nice, and it gave me a chance to reconnect with people that I haven't interacted with in a while because of COVID.
Every other Saturday, Holden's friend Kathleen McGinnis spends 2 hours at Summit Tech passing on her knowledge to elementary kids and middle schoolers.
While I'm teaching them blocky coding or more simpler coding, I'm learning Python myself, so it's all just a big learning opportunity as well. So it really helps build those friendships, and to see these girls become friends with each other during the club as I'm becoming friends with other people in the club as well. It's really pretty.
Girls Who Code values the relationships between each club member.
Because you have a small selected friend group, and knowing that some of those people share your interests is just a nice little refresher.
Girls Who Code meets after school on Wednesdays in room 2063. With photographer Haley Winters, this is Caitlin Berry reporting for Titan TV.
We've all had our fair share of weird foods.
Let's see if these Titans can guess the weird flavors in these concoctions.
Welcome to Titan Taste. I'm your host, Zoe Harrington, and the game that we will be playing is a taste testing game where our contestants will guess and rank weird and gross sodas 1 through 5.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I'll give y'all a countdown. 3, 2, 1.
That tastes like syrup.
Yeah, it's
syrup.
Is it syrup? Wait.
Oh, you can't.
Oh my God.
That's pickle.
That's
Definitely
nasty.
Pickle. I get out of 1. That is disgusting.
Yeah, that was a 0.
That is
It's
nasty.
sour pickle.
Yeah.
Okay, this one looks good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I lied.
Ugh.
I lied.
I don't even know what that flavor is.
Trifling.
-5. Definitely.
It was kind of different. I would give it like a 3.
No, that is negative. That is
It was
terrible.
maybe watermelon or something.
Oh my God.
Oh, we shouldn't have smelt it.
can't drink that.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Go, Micah.
Ew.
Go. Go, dude.
Hey, oh no.
What is
Negative.
That's
No, that one's nasty.
That tastes like those little jelly beans, mystery beans.
That was the worst one.
That
right
was
there.
terrible.
That was the worst.
Negative 1,000.
That's a wrap on this intro edition of Titan Television. Be sure to check out the latest edition of the Titan Scroll at LS West Online.
To stay up to date on what's happening around the school, be sure to follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at LS West Online.
Tune in for the next edition of Titan TV, hosted by another group of intro students.
Have a great week, Titans.